I'm Lee Chong Amy, and my student ID is 56725896. And this video clip is the last part of my video project of SS2278. Yes, and life. So I think that life throws up with many challenges. Some of them are good incidents, while some of them are bad, which they are bound to change my perspective of life. For example, my childhood experience had a profound effect on shaping my personality and affect how I interact with others when I started to enter into the social circle of the society. Yes, and the Bowlby and through these reflections, Bowlby's attachment theory on personal development will be used to help me to reflect and make up my own mind through these reflections. This theory is based on the relationship and attachment developed between people. Mainly, it's talking about the relationships of long-term nature, such as parent-child relationships or couple relationships. And this theory states that the relationship that in our past is the foundations of our further potential relationships. And in, those past experience or past relationships may have long-lasting consequences in our future. In my past, my relationships with my grandmother makes me feel afraid to develop an outgoing communication pattern since I feel that I may be the one who is super flawless within this family, and it is because I cannot feel the love and care that given by my grandparents, especially my grandmother. And because I think she always praised my cousins, but instead he did not help to do any housework. And while at the same time, I feel that I have completed a lot of work, but she did not appreciate my hard work, which makes me feel quite upset and down. So though there was my mother who stood by me, and in that difficult time, I just could not put down my mind of thinking why I was being treated unfairly by my grandmother. Therefore, became more hesitant to share my opinions or feelings to others, since I think no one will try to listen to it patiently and understand my inner feelings. Also, I'm very sensitive of taking how others think about me. So I do not want to disclose so much personal feelings to others, as I'm afraid that they may think I'm strange or and then laugh at me. So after having the interviews with two of my significant persons, I've gained the new insights from sharing my life story to them. Because when I was sharing my life story with others, I discovered that I can get a different level of learning from others' eyes. For example, I may not recognize I need others' recognitions as well, because in the past, I may think that trying best in everything is just my own duty. I'm responsible of doing so. But when my boyfriend pointed out that I want others to praise me in order to motivate myself to do better, I feel that my significant persons are really supporting me, though this year, as he can observe what I'm really care and need. As sharing my own story with others is to invite others to have a connections with us, and whether the experience I talk about are positive or negative, I think it doesn't matter. The main point is that I'm sharing the things with them wholeheartedly, as I did not do so in my past experience. In the past, I can feel that my interviewees are connecting to me as well, and they understood my inner feelings after they have listened to my life story attentively, such as giving some useful responses through the interview. And for me, I do think this video shooting assignment provides me a new learning experience, as since I have never disclosed some of my inner feelings to my mother in the past, such as I was not brave enough in the past to tell her what I have come through in my primary school, such as having isolated by primary schoolmates, and telling my stories to her can enhance my personal growth and maturity. Is because I'm now able to be confronted to my unfortunate realities and past that is difficult to share with her in the past. And I think it can prepare me to become a professional social worker in the future, since I become more able to understand why the client may not be willing to share their stories or feel struggle of it through the interventions at the beginning. After having this unique learning experience, I can put the practice into my work in future, such as giving more patience to the client until they are willing to tell me what their story is. And in addition, through telling my interviewee how the past shaped my personality or value, made me realize that everyone has the possibility to change rather than remain constant in our position day by day and year by year. To demonstrate, I have mentioned that I'm the person who really afraid to learn to touch swimming in the past, as I feel that it's a difficult thing for me to doing so. But later, I want to make a change of my life. I wish to try out new things in my lifespan. So I go to learn swimming in recent months, and this reminds me that everyone has possibility to live and try out new things, like choosing what they really want to pass through. Therefore, I hope I can continue to live my own way of life. As people can be changed, I will not give up to accompany my client to make change in future. I think even it is a small change to them, it is still not easy for them to do so. Therefore, we can this makes me have more understanding to them. Furthermore, sharing my own personal experience can be a tool that used to provide service to the client in future. It is because my life story can be used as a reference point with. And for me, it is better to understand their experience or better understand their inner feelings. To demonstrate, I may give more empathy on them or reveal their story from the wider perspective rather from my own judgment. And last but not least, I recognize that my personal development is a lifelong process that involves assessments of current skills or enhancement of oneself. And this video shooting assignment gives me quite a unique opportunity of doing so, and to be able of make it more better, I have to reflect on my past, which helps me to understand the attitude I have developed and the foundation I have built on my life journal. What's more, I have to reflect on my present, see if there's room of improvement, and reflect on my future so that I can achieve my aspirations through having a better planning. And since I believe that it is only through trying new things and pushing ourselves to face new challenges can make us develop and grow. Hence, I have become more brave and try to do something that is new to me and challenging for me. For instance, when I was in primary school, I'm not able to make friends and was isolated by other classmates. So did it means that I cannot change it in my future? The answer is no, I think. When I was in secondary school, I tried to talk with others actively, and these actions makes me receive the precious friendships in my adolescent stage. And I think this proves quite true to prove that everyone can be changed, and I have to learn from my mistakes in order to achieve better personal improvement. As David Barnes once described, that reflection is an important human activity in which people will capture their past, think about it, and evaluate it. This indicates that self-reflection is an important practice to do so, as we are not perfect, and reflections make us realize that which areas we still have to put effort in improving it. I hope that I can continue to learn different things until I died. As an old saying goes, it is never too late to learn. So I think I will hold my passions of keep trying different things in my future. Yes, thank you.